There are two types of people living in the same world right now, and most don't even realize it. One group wakes up with the same 24 hours you have, same energy, same stress, same bills, but somehow they move faster. They learn quicker. They make better decisions with less effort. While others feel like they're constantly catching up, always tired, always late to the next opportunity. This isn't luck. It isn't talent. And it definitely isn't hard work. It's tools. A silent line has been drawn, not between rich and poor, but between people who use AI and people who don't. And here's the uncomfortable part. The gap between those two groups is accelerating. Every day you delay understanding this, the distance widens, quietly, invisibly, relentlessly, and by the time most people notice it, they're already far behind. This video isn't about robots stealing jobs. It's not about coding, math, or futuristic tech. It's about a shift that's already happening inside everyday life. A shift in who gets ahead, who struggles, and who stays stuck, even while working harder than ever. AI isn't creating a new elite because it's smarter than humans. It's doing it because it amplifies humans who use it. In the next 8 minutes, I'll show you how this divide works, why it feels invisible, and most importantly, how to make sure you're on the right side of it. Because standing still is the same as moving backward. For most of history, the class divide followed a simple pattern. Work harder, move up. Learn more, earn more. Time and effort had a direct relationship with results. Even when technology disrupted things, computers, the internet, the shift was gradual. You had years to adapt. Entire generations grew up alongside the tools. But AI shattered that pattern. This is the first time in history where a tool doesn't just help you work faster, it multiplies your output without requiring more time. Two people can work the same hours, put in the same effort, have the same skills. Yet one quietly produces 10 times the impact. Not because they're better, but because they're augmented. Here's a real example. A marketing agency in Austin recently cut their content team from 12 people to 4. They're now producing more content than before. Not because people got fired, because 4 people using AI matched the output of 12. The old divide was about access to opportunity. The new divide is about access to leverage. The most dangerous gap AI creates isn't intelligence, it's speed. People using AI don't think faster, they move faster. While one person spends 3 hours researching, writing, and planning, another finishes the same work in 15 minutes. Not rushed, not sloppy, just accelerated. That speed compounds. Faster decisions, faster feedback, faster improvement. And suddenly, one person is 5 iterations ahead while the other is still on draft 1. This is why opportunities feel like they disappear overnight. They don't vanish, they get captured early. Real example, 2 freelance copywriters on Upwork. Same experience, same portfolio. One spends Friday writing a proposal. The other uses AI to generate 5 tailored proposals in 20 minutes, applies to 20 jobs before lunch. Both talented, both hardworking. But one gets 3 times more interviews. By the time most people hear about a trend, a job opening, or a business opportunity, someone using AI has already tested it, optimized it, and moved on. The race isn't fair anymore. And pretending it is doesn't slow the people sprinting ahead. There's another divide that's harder to see, but far more dangerous. Confidence. People using AI stop second-guessing themselves. Not because they're arrogant, but because they have backup. They don't stare at blank pages. They don't freeze before decisions. They don't overthink every move. They ask. They test. They act. Meanwhile, people without AI feel heavier with each decision. More tired. More unsure. The mental load keeps growing. AI users offload the grunt work, drafts, analysis, structure, research, and save their energy for judgment and creativity. Non-users carry everything in their head. That creates a silent emotional advantage. One group feels supported. The other feels alone. Picture this. Two people applying for the same promotion. One spends Sunday night anxious, rewriting their pitch deck for the fourth time. The other spent 30 minutes with AI generating 10 versions, picked the best, and used the rest of Sunday to relax. Both prepared. But only one showed up calm and confident. Over time, this doesn't just change results, it changes identity. And people who feel behind eventually stop trying to catch up. Here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. AI isn't replacing people. It's replacing unassisted people. The future won't belong to the smartest. It will belong to the fastest learners with the best tools. This is already happening. Companies are quietly promoting people who deliver faster. Freelancers using AI are undercutting prices while finishing sooner. Investors with AI-powered analysis tools are reacting to market shifts before news even trends on Twitter. No announcement, no warning, just a silent shift, where outcomes start favoring people who adapted early, and the gap widens every single day. Let's be very clear about something. This isn't about AI replacing people. It's about AI amplifying people. AI doesn't magically make someone talented. It doesn't turn lazy people into winners. What it does is remove friction. It removes the blank page. It removes the guesswork. It removes the delay between thinking and doing. People who already show up, who already try, who already care, they don't get replaced. They get multiplied. The danger isn't that AI will take your job. The danger is that someone just like you, with the same skills, the same background, the same intelligence, learns how to use AI first. They become the 10 times version of you. And that's the person who gets the promotion. The clients. The opportunities. That's the real divide forming. Here's the part that should make you feel hopeful. This divide is still open. You don't need to be technical. You don't need to code. You don't need a computer science degree. You just need to stop treating AI like a novelty and start treating it like a tool. Think about it. A calculator didn't replace mathematicians, it gave them power. Email didn't replace businesses, it made them faster. Google didn't replace researchers, it made them more efficient. AI is the same. The people who win won't be the smartest. They'll be the ones who ask better questions, test faster, and adapt sooner. And that is a skill anyone can learn. Right now, while most people are still skeptical or scared, there's a window where being early still counts. But that window is closing. So what does using AI actually mean? It doesn't mean becoming a prompt engineer or tech expert. It means starting small with high-impact use cases. Here are 3 anyone can do today. 1. Email and communication. 10 minutes saved per day. Stop writing emails from scratch. Use AI to draft, refine, and adjust tone. That's 40+ hours saved per year. 2. Research and learning. 2 hours saved per week. Instead of Googling for an hour, ask AI to summarize topics, compare options, or explain concepts. Learn in minutes what used to take hours. 3. Decision-making. Clarity when you're stuck. Next time you're overthinking a decision, talk it through with AI. Lay out options, get pros and cons, pressure test your thinking. These aren't hacks. They're the new baseline. The people moving ahead aren't doing anything magical. They're just removing the friction between ideas and execution. And that advantage compounds every single day. Right now, 2 futures are forming. One where people complain that the world moved too fast, and one where people quietly learned how to move with it. AI isn't creating a new elite. It's revealing who's willing to evolve. You don't need to be ahead of everyone. You just need to stop standing still. Here's my challenge to you. In the next 24 hours, use AI for one real task. Not to play, not to experiment, but to actually get something done faster or better. It could be drafting an email, planning your week, researching a decision, writing a document. Just one thing, and see what happens. Because understanding this intellectually changes nothing. Using it changes everything. If this video helped you see the shift more clearly, hit subscribe, because I break down how AI is changing money, work, and opportunity every single week. The new class divide isn't loud, it's quiet, and it's already forming. The question is, which side will you be on?